Hello there, welcome to Caps United TV, brought to you by Sports Evolution 360. I am the numbers guy, and as always, I'm joined by Fungai Bradley Bonzo. Fungai,
Yes, Trevor.
13 days. Caps United have played 5 games. In that period, in a period of just under 2 weeks, 5 games, and then from that record, 3 wins, a draw, and a defeat. Talk to me about the fixture congestion and what it does to a team.
Yeah, well, like you're saying, it's an enduring period of time to play 5 games in under 2 weeks. But I have to give it to the team because, like I used the word endure, they've managed to get very, very positive results from that space of time with the 3 wins on the bounce.
On the bounce, straight 3 wins.
Straight 3 wins, yeah. Then a draw against Cranborne. Yeah. So I mean, they enjoyed. They show that they're ready because their mentality is still on that same wavelength after that win after the Yada loss. So it just shows that the guys are not going to be complaining too much. Although I can say that it contributed a little bit on the last game that they had to draw because 13 days, 5 games.
And especially in this phase of the season, we every team is fighting for something. Other teams are fighting to catch up with the top guys. Other teams are just fighting to stay in the league, and then the others are fighting to even be away from the bottom, from being one of the 4 bottom sides that are up for the demotion into the lower league. But the coach has always said this, that these guys are professionals. That's why even when the stadiums were not opened here in Harare, there was never a time that there was any complaints towards traveling and all. They think we are professionals. We are paid to do this. If they say we're going to play the games in 7 days, let us play. As long as they can fit in 7 days, let us play.
13 days we've played about 4 or 5 matches, and including traveling. Imagine a trip to Fungai, it took us about 1.7. Again to Bulawayo when we played the Islanders in the quarterfinals, 800 kilometers. We went to Gweru, to play Yada, it took us about 500 kilometers. And in between there's training, there's recovery, so that in itself brings about a lot of load to the team, and some of these things I can notice it was down to tiredness. The freshness is not there, but it's expected. This is the nature of this job, and the players understand that, and it's up to us to try and work on it, give them enough rest before an important game that's coming up against Dynamics. We'll try and give them that much time so that they can regenerate their bodies and hopefully get a sense of freshness come Sunday next week. And
also thumbs up to Coach Tulani, who's in charge of the conditioning of the players and the fitness of the players. Because you always see the injuries, they're not here and there. Yes, here and there we can get a little bit of injuries, but Caps United is not a team that is constantly known for having players on the injuries. So it means something is being done right by Coach Tulani there. Yeah. Definitely. And Fungai, let's talk about the previous match that we had, Caps United, the first Cranborne Bullets. Cranborne Bullets, they're sitting a foot of the log.
Yeah, the
18th place. And mind you, in the reverse fixture, they grabbed the winner late into the game, into the extra time, to win 2-1 against Caps United. That was in the first leg. Right now in the second leg, we faced them, and then they scored first.
Exactly.
Yeah, talk to me.
Well, I got the result with a little bit of mixed feelings because just last week we were talking about Shesham. You have those sides that want to disappoint you, and I was pretty confident with the way the team was informed, with the way the guys were buzzing. I thought that this was a result that we were going to get maximum points. But I just like the fact that even though recovery period for the guys has been little,
cut,
they get into the game wanting to win, and you could see that we started slow in the first half.
Yeah, it was a bit slow.
We got a good goal on the stroke of halftime, which is a good thing that you need when you go into the halftime, so that you can come back, all guns blazing in the second half.
Yeah, and right now it's now 2 games straight that we've had to come back from behind. What does it say about the mentality of the players? Because in some games, especially in our local league, where goals are very few in a match.
Exactly.
At times, all it takes is just 1 goal and the match is done. Caps United in the last 2 games, they've conceded first. And then they've always picked themselves up to draw level. In the Simba game, they actually went as far as winning it. And then in this match, they've They drew level before the half.
Yeah.
What does this say about the mentality of the team in terms of them saying, no, we're not done? Yes, they've scored. They're looking at the clock. They're saying, well,
let's just run down the clock. Let's play a low block. Look, it's something that you can see that the coach is very, very adamant about when it comes to mentality from coming back from games. Because if you go back to the time where we were not getting results, we were scoring the goals first.
Yeah, we score first and then we concede.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now, ever since we started winning, you can see that the guys keep creating chances. We created many chances after the halftime. Even when we were pushing for the equalizer, we created the most chances. Yes, it played into Cranborne Bullets' game because they got an early goal that they wanted, and they wanted to sit back because they were very dangerous on the counter.
Yeah, because they played the counter the full 90 minutes. They were playing a very low block.
Exactly.
They're saying, come on to us. If you come on to us, we'll catch you on the break.
Counter,
and they're very fast front three.
Quick players.
Those guys were giving Cape United a bit of a hard time, especially in the first half before the introduction of Joster. Because Joster has the ability to stabilize the game.
To calm the game
down. Yeah. The counter, they're not just going to be coming there up and down because he plays possession football.
Exactly.
So he holds the ball a little bit and then makes space for the others, as opposed to just attacking. Then you lose the ball, then you're back on the counter.
Back on the back foot. Yeah, now that we are able to come back into games, I would really love to see how we react with, let's say, for example, on the derby and the Shibuku Cup. I want to see how we're going to handle this game because you can tell from the game that we've been getting points that the guys really go into the game wanting to get maximum points. And that's the mentality that's been in the club ever since it was created, that every game Cape United has to go into it thinking about getting a win for the fans, for the club, for what it represents.
Absolutely. And we've always talked about Thulani Joseph and his aerial ability.
Yes.
Yeah, and how he always manages to out-jump the opposition. He wins almost every aerial duel that he's into. He comes up with a goal on the stroke of half time. It was a header.
Exactly.
Yeah, talk to me about Thulani Joseph, his gameplay and how he's evolved. Because he's getting goals.
Yeah, and you notice one thing. Like I'm saying, the team is creating chances. We got Godno's Murida, who's probably one of the best crossers with the ball and set piece takers in the league. You've got Bamusi, who gives you Bamusi was the one who got the cross that Thulani got. And you could tell that Caps wanted that more because I saw Thulani in there, I saw Rodi in there, so you could tell that if probably Thulani missed it, Rodi with his experience of getting good headed goals, he could have gotten one.
And he did get a goal disallowed though for offside.
Yeah, exactly.
But in that move, that's actually Rainer's long ball to Godno's 1-1 with the defender.
Exactly.
He's always going to subtract the defender because with Godno's now, you don't know which leg he's going to use.
Left, right.
That's the beauty about Godno's. He's going to feint the outside, bring you back in, whip it in with the left, or he's going to go outside, whip it out with the right. Yeah. So that's where Caps now have become more dangerous when the crosses are coming in because they have the height in the box.
Yeah,
I think the Rodwell goal, that diving header that was disallowed for offside. Well executed.
I mean, I think I would like to believe that in terms of aerial ability, in terms of aerial physicality, Cape United is one of the teams that have people that have the aerial dominance. So if you have that, you definitely have to use it as a weapon in any game that you play. And you see that it's been coming out. We've been coming out on top every time we whip a good ball into the area, and we get a late run from Rodi in the box, a late run from Thulani in the box, and that always gives you an advantage over teams.
Yeah, and so the players now, they've played Sunday. They have about 5 days to rest before the big game. That is facing Dynamos in the Chibuku Super Cup. We've already faced them twice this season, both in the league, and then we've lost both games. How important is this one now?
Well,
in terms of recovering the season and all.
I think now, that they've got enough time, to study how Dynamos have been playing because they've been playing well. They've got young, energetic midfielders.
Especially that three midfield trio.
That trident that they have in midfield with Shandiro, Amudadi, Makunike. Yeah. That's a very good midfield. And I'm thinking that with all the time that we have, the gaffer is going to putting emphasis on how we can neutralize the midfield players because we've got a strong midfield as well, and we've got players that can stretch any defense in the league. So it'll be interesting to see how they prepare for this game. But like I said, you can tell from the games that we started winning from Wange, the guys are getting into the game with the positive mentality of getting the maximum points.
Yeah, I think form has come at the right time now, because at this tail end of the season, like I've mentioned before, that all games are important. This is the time to be getting the form. Yes, people can want to downplay the Cranborne Bullets side. Cranborne Bullets has always been a boogie side for Cape United.
Exactly.
Yeah, in the past seasons, and they've always been that boogie side.
Yeah, irregardless of their position, they're a tricky side, and obviously they still want to give something, even if we don't know if they're going to stay or but they're destined for the drop. Every game they'll show up and they'll try to hurt teams with their counter-attack ability.
So Sunday we are back again at the National Sports Stadium. It's going to be the Chibuku Super Cup, Dynamos up against Cape United. The semi-finals, only one team can make it. So Fungai, your prediction for the Chibuku Super Cup?
Well, I think it's going to be a tightly contested game because they've got, I think Dynamos has gotten 3 wins the last 4 games.
They've gotten a bit of form for themselves.
We've had our good form as well, so it's going to be a tightly contested game because I don't think the Gaffer would want to lose for the 3rd time against Dynamo. So I think it's going to, well, worst case scenario, it will go to the penalties, and we'll see who gets.
And also considering this is now the only realistic chance of getting any silverware this season.
Exactly, to end the season on a good note. Yeah, definitely. So I think it will be tightly contested, but I mean,
Caps would want it more.
Exactly.
Was Dynamos at least they're still in the conversation?
They're still in the conversation for the league. And like I said, the guys have time to analyze how Dynamos can be neutralized and analyze how they can be solid and just make sure that they don't concede.
Of course, the focus is also on the Chibuku. Try and do as well as we expect ourselves to do, so that we can at least have a decent season. Anything less than that, then it will be very, very disappointing for us. And we know the capacity is there, the qualities are there. We can go on to achieve the things that we really want to achieve.
All right, so this has been Sports Evolution 360 coverage for Cape United TV. Until next time, it's bye for now.